So, guess what? My car is repaired finally. Oh my god. So, getting ready for my drive. I'm going back to Portland. So check it out. Look at how different it is. So, look how. Right now it's on. Can you hear that? That's right. It's because I got new catalytic converter thing installed. It's so quiet. Yeah, I'm revving the engine right now. I can't even hear it. Cool. So, I think I should stay clean shaven. Is that better? So look, the fuzz is all gone. So what happened was pretty sad here. It was pretty sad what happened. I'm not sure if I want to go into my sob story here, but I'm just gonna show what's going on here. So remember all the fuzz in my car? So what happened was my car was towed, and it was towed for a long time, and there was fruit in it. I was charged like $70-something a day. There was fruit in it. I had to pay like almost $2,000 to get it out of the tow, and then I had to get work done on it after that. And then check it out. So I got a new windshield and everything. So that problem's fixed. But oh, it's scary. But yeah, so my sister helped me out, got it out of the tow and stuff, and she said that the mold, because I had fruit when the car was towed, and so basically, okay, so I'm a little bit too embarrassed as hell. I overreacted from some pizza that I ate. I thought that I was going crazy because of what happened, and just all the possibilities, and thinking, oh my god, maybe somebody's trying to take my business from me. That work is like such a big deal. It's like such a huge thing. It's so like guaranteed to win. It's so big. And it's like, oh my god, what if somebody tried to put drugs in my pizza? And so I seriously freaked out about that. And so they were like, oh, you're having a mental episode. You need to stay with us. When I was at the hospital, and the test result came back negative for fentanyl. Because I was like calling the police and stuff. I was seriously convinced that, I don't know, I overreacted. I made a mistake. I was stupid. See, like, what the hell? I don't deserve that. I deserve to know what's going on. You know? Like, none of that would have happened to me. I totally freaked out over what One True King could be and everything. It probably doesn't even link to all this stuff that I was tripping about. But how do I know that? I took down my Facebook. It absolutely messed up my entire life. I took down my Facebook so that people couldn't be using me to create porn stars or whatever. And just, I don't know, I was really paranoid. Because I had no idea. I didn't know what to think. I'm not going to support. Gross. Sex industry. Everybody has sex. I like to work. I want to get things done. Anyways, so let's check out what happened in my car. So the bedding was thrown out. Like everything. Everything was taken out of the car. It was like all cleaned up. Like $400 or something like that spent on the interior cleaning. Oh my god. And This is ridiculous. So the bed I had before, which was way too comfortable, apparently had mold on it or something, because the car was impounded for like 2 weeks while I was in the hospital. While I was in the hospital, I must have wrote 2 letters a day, just covering all my bases for all the possibilities, to make sure nobody could, like, you know, I don't know, I was just overreacting, I guess. You know, I really didn't think that I expected to be waiting like for a month tops in Hollywood or whatever. And I was just going to, you know, I was thinking like at the very worst, I would get like, no, not interested, and then I would just leave and go to Florida or whatever and continue my tour or whatever. But no, I ended up spending like an entire year there. I can't believe I spent that long there. And I wasn't even like, I should have just got a place to live if I knew that that was gonna happen. I should have just got a place to live there. That would have been so much better. But anyways, so I'm so surprised. I mean, I get up and I go to work, and you know, I'm gonna get a place right now and just work. I'm just gonna work. I'm kind of focus on performing and introducing and giving this girl the best experience possible, because the Chrisania thing is seriously cool, and it's never been done for anyone. Like, where has anybody ever woken up to being a character, like, you know, synchronized as a character or whatever? That's so weird, but it's so real, it's so beautiful, but it's so perfect too, because I mean, I feel so bad for what happened, and I know my ex-girlfriend's involved, and it's totally her doing, and this Palm Beach girl totally fell for it. She totally fell for it. I feel so bad for her because of, you know, the judgment that she would have inevitably got and is still getting. That I know how to fix it. I know how to fix it. So I'm gonna make like a video explaining her on her defensive, like, so that people aren't mean to her or judging her, because I mean, people are waiting for things to happen. I mean, now it's embarrassing having like goth songs about me being like homeless or whatever. I'm not supposed to be homeless. What the hell? Living out of my car. That bed was too comfortable was a problem. It was way too comfortable. And I kept thinking, you know, there's no way it's going to be more than another week with everything that's happening. Oh, look what she just did right there. Wow, that's like totally having to do with everything that I'm working on. This must mean that she's going to contact me tomorrow. What the hell? Anyways. So, check this out. Look at how different everything is. Wow. Holy cow. They replaced those windows too? Whoa. They replaced these windows too. Interesting. Oh, my sister was. It was nice to see her, but wow, is that scary? My youngest sister. To see her actually starting to get. There was like, never mind. I don't even want to say it. I'm scared. It can't be real. My youngest sister, though, isn't supposed to grow old. She's not supposed to grow up. She's supposed to like stay young forever. Scary. That was scary. Oh my gosh. That means that she has to like have children right now if she's ever gonna do it. Wow. I don't think she ever had interest in that. It surprises me though. She has such like good genes or whatever. It's sad. Her parents were so beautiful. She doesn't even know anything about them. She's been too scared to find out anything. Wow, I've got so much food. It's ridiculous. Just like, what is all this stuff? Chocolate covered almonds. Crunchy bars. What is this? Date energy bites. Crazy. Oatmeal. Wow. Ooh, mustard. Skinny dipped lemon bliss almonds. Crazy. So I don't have my. Okay, I used to have like a metal container. I would stick like a huge stash in there. What's this? Ooh, barbecue fries. These aren't vegan, huh? What are these? Chester's poppers. Fruit roll-ups. What's that? Honey mustard pretzel bites. Ooh. Troll electric crawlers. What the heck is that? Ooh, looks pretty fancy, huh? More Nerds ropes. Wow. I'm gonna be happy. Okay. This is so wonderful to have. Look at that. This is like probably such a good thing. Look at that. Raw almonds. Organic raw almonds. I should have got like 3 bags of that. Sour head wedgies or whatever. More nerd ropes. More nerd ropes. Wow. Ooh. My silverware. The only silverware I use. Ooh. This is like super big ramen that it's like pepper snacks. Wow. Holy cow. That's so much stuff. Holy cow. Okay, what else is this? Whoa, check this out. Vegan cupcakes. Ooh. Oh my god, there's so much junk food. I'm gonna be happy. Okay. Organic bananas. They have to be organic. About pepper. Silk. Ooh. Vegan muffins. Look at these. They're pretty good looking. Pumpkin. Ooh. Those look good. So much junk here. Dairy-free sharp cheddar. Wow. So I had like seriously maybe a dozen fluffy pillows before. They were nice ones too. They were all thrown out because of this mold. Because there was like fruit left in the car. And apparently it got mold everywhere. And even the fluff everywhere and stuff in the interior was all torn out. So, that feels so good. I've got new clothes. I've got new pillows. New bed in here. Everything's new. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be so. Oh my gosh, is it really a good idea to make it this comfortable again? I can't stay in my car anymore. Seriously, I don't care how comfortable it is. Right when I get there, I'm getting a place to live. I have a bunch of stuff in storage. I have like a workout bench and like my desktop computer and stuff. I miss my desktop. I miss working on that. It's been like so long. It's been like over a year since I've seen it. Ooh, look at that. Honey salt stuff. Oh my god. Wow. Okay. Crazy. So happy though. So happy to have the car back. Can't believe how long it took. That's a lot of pillows and stuff. Now what the heck is this? We got like these huge bags. Oh, this is like golf outfits, it looks like. She said she was so scared of the mold, she like put them in the wash several times. Aw, you wrote me a note. Holy cow. This is gonna be comfortable. This is like, I wonder where she got this stuff. There's like, there's like 2 mattress things. I still have all these things. These, fabric things. Oh man, I've got my hot pants back. Hell yeah. Now when I go dancing, I'm so excited. Because like I was, having fun. I was going dancing and stuff, but without, I don't know, it's like a girl would understand what I mean. It's like if a girl had to go, if she's used to like wearing dresses and stuff like that, and the attention that you get from the opposite sex, and then suddenly going back to pants. It's absolutely horrible. Like everybody treats you totally differently. Like everywhere you go, you get looked at differently. You just, I don't know. People aren't as nice to you. Guys don't even know this. Stupid. They're like, you must be gay. Wearing makeup. Okay, dude. Think about the gender reversal, okay? My wife doesn't have to be gay to wear makeup. You're crazy. You're just crazy. Okay, look at this. Ooh, yes, this will be a good one. Ah, that's comfortable. Oh, I love these things. I really do. So, I want to get Starbucks or something like that when the celebration comes up every year to, like, sell these things or something. Starbucks, that'd be a cool idea. Wouldn't that be a cool idea? It's gonna be huge. I really thought it was gonna happen 2 years ago. Surprised it still hasn't gone anywhere, but not really though, because I mean, people are really, the birds are the hardest thing to wake up to. Oh my gosh. This was totally ruined. Crap. This was totally ruined. I'm sorry. I'll just get a new one. It doesn't matter. Who was it? Sniper Wolf or something? Oh my gosh. Yes. Seriously. Yes. My holy fragments. Mummy wrappings. Oh, cool. I've got this one still at the, what was it? Some famous person selected it at the Comic-Con thing. It was really, wow, what happened? I don't know if she ever tripped on it or not. Like, how the hell did my name? Okay. Well, I mean, you know, if somebody's trying to call you crazy or whatever, you can just say, well, you know, Egyptian, they are verbs. All the letters in your name are verbs, which are action words. So it's always going to be responding to what's going on. But I mean, it does in a eerily wow way that's like seemingly coming from the parents trying to wake them up. Holy cow, how am I supposed to untangle this though? This is my favorite one right now. I want to wear it. This is the most, it's the one most like the one. Oh, I love this one. I want the green one. Okay. What the heck? Okay. What the heck? Holy cow. What is this? What the heck? These are like metal. How did metal get tied up and everything? Where did the metal come from? What the heck? Weird. Huh. Oh, I had a, like, Christmas lights or whatever for, so that I could read and stuff at nighttime. Oh, yes. I have my shirt so that I'm not too goth. So I can wear fishnets without being too goth. It just, you know, it just doesn't feel right if I'm like noticing people all suddenly like wearing black or something because I'm coming around. It's like, oh my gosh, I hope people don't notice that. What if they're like measuring how much they're, you know, being bad? I don't want to be the cause of that. Not bad. Check this out though. I like this shirt. Oh, everything's so clean. Wow, she really overdid it though. Okay, well. Okay. Cool. What the heck? How is this caught? Okay. Okay, so. What the heck? So. Ow! Okay, check this out. There it is, my favorite new one. This one's really cool. Or mummy wrappings, don't you think? I really like to sleep with like that. I've been a goldfish too much. You know what I mean? I can't sleep without something covering my eyes. Ew. What the heck, though? That's totally ruined. It used to be like furry and cool looking. It used to look like a wolf pelt or something. Dang it. It's ruined. Well, she shouldn't have want. Well, it was moldy, whatever. All those prayers went to nothing. No, not good. It's just an object. Doesn't matter. I was tripping now that first night there. Okay. Well, crap, so what the heck? I swear that wasn't like that before. But I think I had it covered for so long. See, coverings are gone. Because I have to get new, like everything. Crap. I don't have to. I do though. I need that fluff. I need the fluff back. Okay. Wow. Wow. I still have tons of treats. Cookies. Cereal. Got LaCroix stuff. Whoa. Holy cow. Peanut butter. More vegan cupcakes. Vanilla. Energy drinks. Cool. Okay. Well, since the celebration thing is like starting tomorrow. Tomorrow is what? Day of Darkness? Shoot. Duh. Well, next year will be better. But I think clubbing in the Bay Area is probably what I'll be doing. Clubbing in the Bay Area. Maybe Portland near the end of it. Oh my god. Okay. What the heck is that? Ooh, strawberry banana smoothie. Looks good. Yeah, seriously. Stop the sample. There's a lot of tasty stuff here. Cool. I still have my speakers and stuff. I want to finish installing the car stereo that I bought like boxes and long wires so that I could perform out of the back of the car. But I never finished doing that. I should have did that. That's really stupid. I didn't do that. Okay. Well, whatever. And then I dropped this. How sad. Broke open. No. My dairy-free stuff. I mean, there was nothing I really needed it for. Whatever. Just like add it to this or something. Yum. Those eat it now and throw it away. Okay. Ooh. Popcorn. Seriously, a lot of junk. Okay. Wow. Cool. Okay. Well, that was that. I guess there's not much else to look at or say. I'm really tired. Really tired. Son of a bitch. It feels so nice being in these new clothes. And I got a warm shower too in the morning when I get up. Okay. I've only been like, I don't know, lately only like, well, I mean, I'll wash myself or whatever, but like an actual shower because of traveling or whatever, it's been like once a week or something. Really scary. I felt so dirty. Embarrassing. Oh well. I'm not gonna die. Wow, I made a huge mistake. While I took like a nap on some leaves. I like laid this plastic stuff down on it. I thought that would be okay. That was the biggest mistake. I never knew. I'm just not used to, I've never like camped and stuff like that, like other people. I don't really know, like the basic common sense stuff. I really messed up though, because there's like these bitey things that the only thing that was exposed was like my face, and these bitey crawly things, they were like really small, like crawled into my hood or something, and they're like barely large enough to exist, but they were like really, really small, and you could still like see them moving around, but you couldn't really see them besides them moving around. So scary. Absolutely terrifying. Like, that's never really happened to me before. I was like a boy in blood bubble, seriously. Like, I've never really experienced normal camping stuff like everybody else has. I haven't really. That was like the first. I totally freaked out. Like, what? That's never happened to me. I went through like every inch of my clothing to make sure that those things were like gone. It was seriously not enough though. And I had to like, ew, it was so gross. It was so scary. I'm so glad that's over. Oh my gosh. I've never been a good sport for camping. I just don't go. Seriously, I hate camping. There's no way I can sleep in a tent. How the hell do people sleep in tents? Like, you know, you like wake up in the middle of the night or something. It's just too uncomfortable. You know, sleeping on the ground like that. I've never been able to enjoy camping because of sleeping on the ground. I'm just not used to it. That was horrible. Oh my god. If you saw my recent streams or whatever, I didn't have like anywhere to go. I didn't bother calling anybody. I didn't call anybody. Oh my god. I just, you know, I don't do drugs anymore. And I was just like, everybody would have wanted sex or something, it seems like. So I was just like, I don't know. That's what I was just kind of scared of. Like, how do I explain? Like, yeah, there's this person that called me a stalker. I was doing that. Like, trying to give her like the most romantic experience. Did I totally make the biggest mistake though? Okay, well, no. How cool is it waking up to being Chrisania? That's seriously awesome. Such a miracle. These authors did that. They like totally, it's like they knew everything and they knew what she was going through and were like, oh my god, that's seriously too much to wake up to. You poor thing. Here, you're Chrisania. There you go. Now just say you're sorry there. And everything's okay. That's what it's for, obviously. She knows. She knows. Or she will know. But I mean, I've had no way of knowing anything. Okay. But I mean, okay. When I got her number or whatever before, I should have, like, got clever, you know? I should have, like, just, like, right when I got paid or something, like, left her some clever messages or something. It is something really special. That would have been smarter. Would have been something, at least. Or, like, maybe ask her out on a date. I didn't even do that. And she was doing, like, all that stuff with what she did on the last year's celebration thing on my birthday. That was really special. The orchids and stuff, and the Legos. That was like seriously meaningful. But she like accidentally synchronizing or that's where sometimes because it'll look like she's following absolutely everything that I'm doing when it's possible that she's just synchronizing. That's weird. Seriously though, she did it more than everybody else, it seems like, the synchronizing part. What a discovery though to make with my girlfriend. You know, like 2 years before we met, both of us were praying at a jug of water. And then I sewed the blue. I asked her to pick a color and sewed it where I was praying, and sewed it into the passenger side of my car seat because that's where I was praying. And then she was coming always to my left side, and she was talking to me. She was telling me how she was different in bed than the girlfriend before that. It all ended up being true, and it was coming from the future. And because she always insisted on sleeping on my left side, and that was always where she would talk to me. So crazy. And then I swear to God, Amber was the next one. And then I was like trying to make it the most special experience or whatever for her. It's like, wow, here we go again. But seems like it's such a larger echo. It's much larger than the other girl. Because the other girl, I didn't have all these dreams about her at first, before meeting her. I did, but they weren't intimate dreams. They weren't intimate dreams. They were like, I don't know, meaningful. But weird. I can't believe I started to bum cigarettes from people. Really stupid for Raslin to do. Raslin, sorry. I still calling him Raslin, and then Carmen. I gotta stop. He's Care Amen, okay? It's so funny. My brother's a Republican, so it's not Carmen, it's Care Amen. So funny. I can't believe they did it like that. Everybody's gonna freak out when they find out. It's seriously the coolest thing. That's really sad if anybody wants to stop her from having that experience, because that's gonna be really special. The experience I had when reading it was incredible, because I would it'd be like, there were times I could totally feel chills and stuff everywhere in my body, because I knew that she was coming across it in a different time period, going, holy fucking shit, that's fucking real. That's so cool, because that happened, and that happened to me with the Dune story too. The Dune story. See, my dad's missing a tooth. It's so funny because of all the names and everything, because I synchronized to that one too. Frank Herbert is a genius. That one's really funny, because it's like the dreaded thing, the absolute worst thing that could happen is having a son that gets into drugs, because then he would be Leto or whatever. And then because of him, a bomb's gonna go off or whatever, like in the story. And then he becomes even more a messiah or whatever. Oh, come on. You know what I mean? It's like all bad. It's all like supposed to scare him straight, scare him away from wanting to be any of that. But yeah, Raslin, was really mean to Chrysantia. I understand, that makes a lot of sense, because everything she did, it's not really her. It's like, all the stuff that she was representing, like those people, like what they do. Paladine, what the heck? I'm just kidding. I don't know what that is.
No.
So, okay, starting tomorrow, never having a cigarette again. Why did I do that? Like, I go clubbing, and I'm like, I want to just do the cigarette trick. I want to do the cigarette trick. And then, I don't know, pop another one. But anyways, my dad's missing a tooth. Like the Dune guy. And all the names are totally meaningful. Like Jessica and Nagam Jabbar and everything. It's so hilarious.
It's really funny. It totally makes sense too. It'll connect to like, I don't know, I don't want to say stuff that scares you away from wanting to do drugs, for sure. From knowing everything. It's going, whoa, that's real. Country does have that. What if people did think I was valuable? And you know, I don't want to let the wheels turn that way. That's bad.
You have your license, bro, for like... You have a lighter on you? No.
Okay, thank you. This area is so cool. I'm in Santa Rosa. The people here are so nice. Except for that guy telling his dog shit. Okay. He's talking to me. Hey, have you got a lighter?
Yeah.
Okay.
Shut up.
Oh, look at this thing. It's a Tinker Gnome lighter. Right on, thank you.
Alright, you bet.
So clove cigarettes are in the goth scene, and that's what I didn't have a cigarette like this until I was 23 or something like that, somewhere around that age. My first drag of a cigarette, maybe it was like 21, 22, somewhere like around there. So I really haven't smoked much. My grandma is almost 100, smoked a lot more than me. She said that she smoked 2 packs a day at her worst. So my grandpa, give me this stuff, Johnny, went to prison for getting his money or whatever. Somebody like owed money or something. But I bet it's from gambling. Scary though. It's like, I don't know, is it North Irish gangs or something? I don't know. They certainly knew how to use it though. My parents did. Scared the hell out of me. That was cool. And then my grandma Babe recently, when I was visiting them, was like, so I have a grandma Babe and grandma Ruth. And Ruth died in a casino. Such a messed up family history. But my dad was really clean though. He like rebelled in that direction. But he didn't know his dad was bad, really. He didn't find out until like after Vietnam. Or I guess during Vietnam they started waking him up there. He assumed his dad was like totally, you know, clean, legal and everything. Which he was. But, you know, but he got into trouble and went to prison. I guess it was, his money or whatever. The way that he was getting his money, making sure to get his money from the people that owed him or whatever. I don't know what happened, but 14 years or something like that. Wow, crazy. But yeah, the streets there where my dad grew up, like Boo 1 Street and stuff like that. Crazy. Like no wonder the neighbors didn't let you play with him. And then he would steal his dad's cigarettes and alcohol. And so his dad would like kind of be rough on him, you know, like hit him. So like they did the honeymooners thing. Seems like the Irish did kind of because of the, you know, hearing him fight with his wife. So they got the green pinch, you know, for St. Patrick's Day. It's against domestic abuse. So that shows, like, you know, calm them down. That was like what they always watched. So Alice in Chains, that guy, I mean, he was just, you know, thinking about Alice, you know, Alice in Wonderland. He was making that stuff, but on my side, it's like Alice was an Andrew sister, and then kind of my grandma too, because of Johnny Fedora and Alice Bluebonnet that the Andrew sisters made, a Disney thing. So I guess, I mean, that's a scary history. It kind of makes sense though why I would, as a kid, I would like cry for no reason, like over Al Capone or something. And it was just weird. But it just makes sense now, like what was going on. And we always thought that it was so funny when we'd say Bennigan for some reason. We didn't know why. My friend was named Ben, and he'd say, call Bennigan. So we just started calling him Bennigan, and then Flanagan. And I think I figured out the Flanagan thing. That's his identity now because of the landline. Flanagan. Flanagan. He used to tell me that he would want to play our Amber Entertainment game online and make it like an online thing. And now it makes sense to me why he would do that. It's like, I don't understand though. Why would somebody want to stay in Utah? One of the dreams of our sons was in Utah, though. Kind of scares me. It'd be really fun to go there for snowboarding, though. Skiing. I have a lot of friends there. That's where the goth scene was huge. It was, like, seriously a lot bigger than Portland. Portland really had to... It took a long time for it to grow. When I first moved there, and I was kind of trying to hide that I was goth, because I was like trying to change my life, and I would like got all buff and stuff. I had like pecs and stuff, kind of, and I was like wearing normal clothes, but I'd go dancing, and then just wear like makeup and do my nail design. But people would recognize me though from Utah, and they go, "Whoa, it's you! Oh my God!" And like all these people. All these people, like the very first night I went out in Portland, 6 people came up to me, were like, "Hey, we know who you are," even though I didn't dress up, because I used to be such a character. I used to have so many friends. I would go to Area 51 or whatever. There were other clubs too, but that one I would go. That was where I go with like that Linda Strawberry girl. She didn't even tell me. She was in Smashing Pumpkins for like months. Oh, by the way, and her other friend was dating Billy Corgan at the time. I guess he was coming out. He would come out to visit. And this other girl, it's so weird, she kept changing her name. My God, she was so pretty. And everything that she changed her name to was so meaningful. It's so weird. It's like the Egyptian thing. But anyways, back then, I had so many friends that, like, seriously, I could say my entire life almost, up until Facebook, on Facebook, was like the first time somebody was like kind of mean to me. Isn't that funny? Because I mean, they were always like because they knew they would get in trouble for it. And nobody would do it to my face. Be mean to me. So I was lucky. I had a lot of friends. When I go to clubbing, I would what was I gonna say? I would never have time to say hi to everybody. And people would be like, oh, it was so wonderful back then. Poor Facebook. People, they shouldn't have called it friends. It kind of ruined everything. People get too sensitive. They don't understand. Like, you can't kind of mingle with everybody on there. I mean, I started it with for family and coworkers, and I was trying to convince them that I was, changed, and I wasn't, like, I didn't want them to know that I would have voted for weed to be legal, like, so I was on the white side, yeah. But, I didn't really know anything about politics. But, yeah. Whatever. It seems like, I don't know, a lot of that, I don't want to say it, Trump hate or whatever is fear of the girls that have houses and stuff or whatever, that have money, because they could very easily get like the most attractive Portland guy or whatever. I mean, they'd be totally loyal and potentially just like, I don't know, it's not necessarily a bad thing, but they know how to use, it's like, every scenester, every type of scenester has a way of getting respect without needing money for it, through like art and stuff. And so, yeah, but I mean, it seems like Portland, they went to the extreme there compared to other places. And then, yeah, I went on a big rant on that earlier tonight. How stuff comes from there that's found nowhere else. Like people hating the person they actually like so that the other girls won't like them. because it works. They just don't have as many attractive people. I don't want to say that that's real, but it kind of is though, because Utah or somewhere else may have a lot more kids, or just fresh, like new people always, entering the scene or whatever, because of like just more people breeding. So they were just, I don't know. So it just seems like the people in Portland would be a lot more concerned that, they'd like feel like they run out of people to be interested in or whatever. And that was very real compared to other places. Like it would feel like, like there wasn't really options. There wasn't really many options. And so people would like get into Polybius or whatever, so that they could, so that everybody could have somebody that way. But it was like, I don't know. But in other places they don't really do that because there's just more people. There's just more, But yeah, I mean, that's really the main purpose for all the different types of, scenesters, emo kids, punk kids, mod kids, goth kids, new wave kids, you know, all that stuff has its own like snooty way of like being coveted more than somebody with money is seems to be what the purpose of it is, you know. It's kind of sad, honestly, because they don't end up being, you know, you could end up making a huge mistake by hooking up with the coolest person. And then, you know, you grow up older and like, oh, whoops. Did the person ever, like, work? Something. Working, whoops. So, yeah. Because, I mean, an artist, even the most respected one, could be totally dirt poor under the illusion that they're rich, because every time they're seen, it's like, you know, they're surrounded by like all this stuff because that's a part of their job. But that's very real. Musicians just, I just know I wouldn't make enough money as a musician alone. I need to do more things. I have a lot more ambition. I gotta stop picking up garbage. Oh my God. So, wow. So the last time I shared a video, I made a video that was saying, okay, so I was like building it up for another girl and not Palm B or whatever. I was like, okay, so maybe the times when I didn't see her face, it actually wasn't Palm B and all this stuff, you know. And so after I made that video that night, I got punished. And in my dream, she came to me in a way that she said that she would when I started performing. And then it was like the future, and then the night after that it continued, and we were like married in the future, and I was accepting a job that was like in another country, and she was wearing a Soundgarden shirt, and that means like you can wake me up nicely or whatever. And she does that. Like, I've had so many dreams of her. So I mean, because of what I discovered with my other girlfriends, that's so weird. Yeah, incredible experience, incredible thing to catch on to. How could it not be her? But yeah, I was totally punished for it. And so, in this dream, so I came up behind her, spoon her, but then because of getting the job or whatever, and so I counted to 20 in a different language so that she knew that we got the job and we were going to another country. And so she was really happy, and so when I tried to spoon her, she came up behind me so she would be the dominant one. And then after that, I had I was like having the most vivid dreams, and it was like it was real. It was like it was real. It was so crazy. And sometimes we have kids. And one of the but the very last time this happened was probably the best one, where she was the most like
in love with me or whatever, and on top, and like I have to have you, like I'm rewarding you, like I don't know. It was amazing. And then that day I came across her stream, because I usually don't have time to like watch them, you know, because I'm always working. But anyways, I come across, she was like mentioned a stalker, and then I'm like, what the hell? And then she was like timing things to go like, no, I'm talking about somebody else. I'm like, what the hell? No, you're not. Are you talking about me? And so it's like, I know the reason I had that dream was so that I wouldn't get pissed off and give up. But wow, that's so cool what Dragonlance did. Because she totally seemed to fall for my ex-girlfriend's trap. She knew exactly what to do. She's older than her. And, you know, she spent so much time on Facebook making up stuff. Wasn't even, like, real. And she did it to the boyfriend before me, too. It's so weird, the street names. Because, like, to fix it, the fastest way to fix it probably would have been to contact Owen's mouth, to find out Devin's real name, and then Devin, his eye or whatever, probably would have helped me by contacting her and letting her know what she did to him. She did the same thing to him. My God. Oh, well. Sad. But anyways, that Sniper Wolf girl did, she's been doing kind of like, she's doing like coded messages and stuff. Like she did this cat, she did this thumbnail, cats lying or something. Like, connected to all these updates of what that girl, my ex-girlfriend, did. I was like, what the heck, that's so weird. Oh. Oh, I just realized I made a mistake. I shouldn't have said something nice. I said, oh crap. Because I was tripping about how I chose that girl, because I didn't even really, you know, because she like came to my dreams at first. Before I came across her pictures, I had like 3 vivid dreams, and one of them she was married. And so that was why she was like on top of the list, because I had to find out. Because of what I discovered with previous girlfriends. After I, you know, read with one of them, after I read a passage of her having sex in the backseat with a dragon or whatever, after I moved out, I had that dream. I was in the backseat with her. And she called me a dragon because I was over age. So it technically would have been rape or whatever if it was real life. That was weird. But in the dream, I couldn't tell. I didn't know she was underage. In the dream, I was just, you know, it's like, because we lived together for so long, 5 years or something. She has a house, and I moved in with her. And we lived together for 5 years, but we knew it was short term. We decided that when we got together, because she didn't want to sell her house and move, and I knew I wasn't going to stay out where she lived forever. I was too ambitious. And so she's kind of the reason the Sierra, or the Macintosh operating system, came out with Sierra. They're doing that reverse psychology AA thing to scare me straight. So she was a Mexican because of Canada. Can Adam right there. Use my grandfather's missing finger to scare the crap out of me. So I wouldn't do drugs. And that worked. Too well. I'm just kidding. It wasn't, I don't know, like what, I guess it was the animals that really drove me crazy. because I was trying to be vegan at the time. So they were like trying to save me. So weird though. It was like I woke up to, it seemed like everybody's taking my thoughts and were aware of what I was thinking. And then, you know, like the televisions and stuff suddenly were totally interested in me. Like always timed, try to get closer to me somehow. And like everything was just doing that. And it seemed like that happened right when I learned how to please a woman. Right when my girlfriend trained me on how to do my daily chore or whatever. Which is sad that I could have went my entire life without ever finding out, because they would have possibly, I mean, it would have been possible I would have gotten married to somebody and she would have never even been honest. That's really scary. That she would have been just more like, I don't know, pleasing herself, but not like honest enough, because of, and probably, you know, being good looking or something might have that flaw where they're not going to be honest enough, and so you might be like terrible in bed. I don't know, it's possible, but yeah, right when that happened, the timing of everything changed. And suddenly, like, I became a lot more coveted or something. It's weird. Anyways. Okay. And that Cranberries song described it the best, the 21. Don't steal my thoughts, stop it. She must have been coveted. Or something, I don't even know. That's so sad. I made the same mistake though. I thought that like the government did some secret thing to my brain to extract knowledge from me or something crazy. But no, I just figured out. More the origins of thoughts. Origins of thoughts more. Okay. Well, it's time to go. I better go. So I'm gonna go. The Dragonlance thing is really, it's going to be so interesting. It's going to be so cool, but I really have to get into the habit of making it like as kiddie friendly as possible. You know, because people are going to, even if I put like adults only on it, because of how the authors did things so that people that wake up to how they would have been synchronized in that story, how they're trying to save them. Because you don't want to be whatever you're synchronized as. But it's really cool because it's helpful to realize that you are whatever it is. And then you're like, holy crap, that's so helpful. That's so cool. But then it's like, also at the same time it comes with, you're so much better than that. Like you can't be like that. Because of, you know, it's such a wow experience. I won't be mean though. I won't have black robe. It makes so much sense though, like with to defeat Fort Girl, Tacitus on the other side of the portal of the abyss would be the computer monitor, and then battling the Dark Queen of Krynn. So funny. Is Taylor or Tacitus, and so that'd just be like a video game competition at TwitchCon. And then in the story, I guess my brother would be the one that talked me out of doing it. Does that make sense?
because he would know more than me, because he was trapped in the arena in the story. In the games, because he games a lot more than me. I mean, he works and everything. He has a family now and everything. He's married to Tika. Not really, though, but it's totally amazing, everything. Because he met her on the landline. She was ready to get married, so she has red hair. She totally looks like the part. That's the thing that's the most real, is how much everybody actually looks the part. That's the most spooky, like, holy shit thing. Especially Tasselhoff Burfoot. There's no other actor or actress or person that would fit the face of Tasselhoff Burfoot more than the person that actually has Kender in her name. So amazing. So cool. Like, has anybody ever woke up to that before? I don't think so. That's pretty cool. That's absolutely amazing. So, whoa. I know the most incredible experience is going to happen to this girl. Well, everybody involved. Once they have the time to, look into it. But so the last video that I made that explains the locations of Krynn in the subconscious mind of the authors was so cool, and it's so believable and easy to understand. Like, nobody will question whether or not it's real. Once I'm actually done getting these videos together and gathering all the information, it's just too much of a synchronicity. And I believe that it comes from the authors wanting to know about what I just shared so that they could meet their spouse in their memory. It's so important too. It's such a beautiful experience. Or even your partner, whoever it is. So yeah, I have a new album I'm releasing right now. It's gonna be on Spotify, and I have to make it really good. I have to make it like my best album so far, and I have to try to give her the same experience that she gave me somehow. Hopefully I accomplish that. I'm afraid that she was, I don't know, that she made too many promises with other people and stuff to not even be allowed to, I don't know. Or maybe she just didn't know how to fix everything. But yeah, it's pretty simple. See, Chrysania believes in Raistlin. He's like the most ambitious character. He wants to save the world and everything, right? But he needs her to open up the portal. And the reason for that is because she called me a stalker. Get it? I only have one viewer right now. But, yeah. So that'll be funny. I never really made my stream friendly enough to have people, though. I mean, What I mean by that is, I didn't prepare it for people that would come in and do stupid things like try to, do the things that they might do. Oh, I'm gonna, put text peepees on your wall or whatever. Ha 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 ha. Until you install this add-on. Something I haven't really set it up to have an audience yet. I'll do it though once I get a place. So I'm gonna go get a place right now. And yeah. And I probably won't even drive my car really more than before. I'll be working. I don't really have a reason to. But damn, I still haven't gotten everything back yet. She still has a bunch of my stuff. But yeah. So I was going to do a pre-death funeral for my aunt in Reno, but my mom's just not. She hasn't been coming around. I've been trying to convince her to do it or to help me to do it, but she's just. I don't know what her problem is. She's like mad at her sister for some reason. I guess she might have been mean to her recently. Did something mean. So she's upset with it. Oh my god, she's like almost 100 years old. Like, she could enter a fire or whatever. I don't know. I feel like I'm just gonna do it though, and by doing that, So I shouldn't have deleted my Facebook. That was really stupid. But I'll just, I don't know, build it back up, and then yeah. I really need to find out actually which artists and stuff did songs and stuff for me, because I don't even know. I could be wrong with one of them. That'd be embarrassing. I could be wrong with... I don't know. But I mean, the Jim song with the Swans, with my mom, my family, he'll let us know that Michael's father wants to kill us. Which makes sense, because Michael died at our house. Anyways, I'll be able to make some stuff. It'll be amazing, and that's a really cool gift for that girl. I mean, she's into cosplay, right? They'll totally, like, what bigger gift is that if she's into cosplay? I mean, I've never been into like comics and stuff really. I'm totally getting into it now though, because it'd be dumb not to. But I mean, I really don't know anything about Superman and stuff. I always kind of just thought that was kind of dumb. But no, I think it's really cool. Especially now. I want to watch that Smallville show. When would I ever get time for that, though? I don't know. Once I hook up with somebody, we'll get some of that done. Anyways, what would you do if that happened to you? The stranger you never met, kept having dreams about the person. Pretty amazing. What's weird is, like on the Atom of Language channel, I'll be proving that this is real. That other languages will sound like English when I come across them, in a way that's like trying to, I don't know, get closer to us so that maybe our kids hook up or something. Convince us to tour there, maybe. I don't know. Or maybe more likely, teach them about their past lives or whatever. That's probably actually, because I'd be able, because I'm going to get really into teaching history. I have a gift for that. So, wait, it will time itself for me. So cool. It's always like, but yeah, like the last, but the Arabic language kind of shamed me for thinking it wasn't Palm Beach because of all the dreams I was having. It actually sounded like the last time I came across Arabic, it actually sounded like it was English, and it said like, how dare you not recognize your own wife or something like that. I was like, what the hell? It was so weird. What was scary was when the Chinese language sounded like English, and it said, but John said we could marry somebody, we could marry anybody that we want to. That scared the crap out of me because he went to Vietnam. Isn't that what the Scandinavians did, though? I thought they were bad. Because they would expect that the people kidnapped would forgive them. Because they were giving them the letter Q or whatever. In their mind, it might have been more like freeing them from slavery in some ways, you know, because a person had a choice of their own fate. But that was kind of how they provided the illusion that they were more free or whatever with their slaves or whatever you want to call them. I guess America kind of changed the meaning of that word. But it was like, but they would do things like, always give them a choice. they're always making choices so that with their experience, they're in control of it. But the part that's scary is what I believe I figured out was when 666 or whatever would be okay. So I think what it was they were backwards sixes that would appear. The very earliest was backwards sixes that would be the lines when they would connect. This is an Ultic trading Celtic symbol for trading, for just like making trades, marrying into other tribes and stuff like that. It was like a backwards six where the lines would connect, and they would and when the lines would connect, that would be for water, stone, and air. And then so they would use that so that they could trade with other people without needing to speak the same language. Made it really easy. And then because it could be like when they do their thing and make an agreement for the child to get married or something, that would be where the stone goes, because they'd be like exchanging things during the marriage or whatever. Was how they used to do it. Well, anyways, and that was extremely peaceful, but it had to be done a certain way because it was always dangerous, and it would always like kill people because of there could be allergies or just whatever, because they were different, because they're marrying to other tribes, and so just the differences were dangerous, and so it was really important to follow the pentagram so they wouldn't kill the people. And so when they would put the sixes together where the circles are touching and then the lines are going outward, but they're backward sixes, they're like, it's like looking at a six in the mirror, that would mean we're putting out the fire, and it's kind of like a calendar kind of thing showing where it's at and asking for help. Like if there was a fire or something like that, that's what would happen. Or like probably something like maybe a mammoth attacking or something like that. And then but then the first but the more desperate, like you need to do this, like we need to do this, would be the sixes. And that was that's my guess, was what it was. I was trying to figure it out. What the heck? I just started over? Oops. Well, oops, I guess, okay, so now it's turning off. Good night.